Hi Aquarius, welcome to your January 2023 general reading. If you're a January Aquarius, my little stars, happy birthday. Let's take a quick look. We're going to mix it up a little bit, just like I did for Capricorn. We're going to start with your birthday card. And for that, we are using the angel answers. So if you wanted to take a few seconds, I'll go silent. You make your birthday wish, and then we'll go forward with the rest of your general reading. So go ahead, make your wish. All right, you ready? Helpful people. So this is a card. Oh, and perfect timing wants to come out too. So you also get 2 birthday cards. Don't worry about not making mile markers. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Don't should all over your wants. And the people will come into your life and they will stay in your life for sometimes the rest of your life, sometimes for as long as you need them there. So remember that. Don't beat yourself up over what you should be doing, what your peer group is doing. Just live your life, Aquarians. All right, so let's get your reading started. I am using, the box is a little beat up, the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg. This is a beautiful deck. So let's jump right on in. Center of the reading, the energy that's coming with you from 2022, specifically December, into January of 2023. Come here. All right, bottom of the deck. 2 of Swords, being of 2 minds, actively avoiding something. All right. She cannot embrace what is meant for her because she won't let go of old ideas. Center of the reading, we have the King of Swords as well as the Star. Your card showed right on up. King of Swords is an intellectual. He is a communicator. Often legal because it's a verbal communication. But standing in your power. Obviously, you guys are the water bearer, the Star. Also, it speaks to having faith and having the courage to stand on that communication and say, this is what I want. These are my needs, and go forward from there. Base of the reading, we have the 4 of Cups, the surprise. They don't see this. They don't, they're just kind of focusing on what these cups that are empty were and what they should have had. You're missing the surprise. You're missing what's up here. Immediate past, we have the Moon. Always a reminder, it's another major arcana, always a reminder to look closely at something. Specifically, if you're, in a lot of cases, the King of Swords can indicate legal proceedings. Very similar to what Capricorn had, your sibling next door. If you're dealing with contracts, if you're dealing with verbal agreements, if you're dealing with arguments, pay a lot of detailed attention to the details. In the Moon, things can look very different than they do under sunlight. So this is a card to make sure that your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed. We have this river of emotion here. I know this is a little bit of a dark card, but it's actually a really positive card, just as a reminder to, I just noticed all of these stars here. They're in the same pattern. That's Cassiopeia, by the way, that very W shape. But just pay attention to the details, especially if you find yourself dealing with negotiations of any kind. Top of the reading, we have the King of Clubs. Fire signs could be very interested. It's interesting we've got these two here. The King of Clubs is a very sparkling personality. Fire signs often highlighted, as are the air signs here, of which you are one. It's interesting we have that energy lined up here. But as we move into kind of Aries season, that next fire sign that might be very important to you, early spring, might become very important to you as the year progresses. Again, this is a January reading. So this might be coming to fruition beginning of the year into early 2023. Time's kind of fluid though with a reading. We have the Chariot. So Cancerian energy, maybe a little further into 2023. This is a card of movement. It's also the card of Cancerians, which are a little beginning of the year, or beginning of the summer, I should say. But again, it is a card indicating, in some cases, physical movement, moving house, moving job, town, city, country, continent. But it's having the faith to say, I'm getting on my horse, I'm getting in my cart, I am progressing forward. Internal energy, this is the energy that you are bringing to a situation, and that is Temperance. Water bearer, and it is a card of divine timing. There is no way that water from this cup is getting into that bowl any faster than gravity will allow it. It has a final point. It's a card of more stars. I do like that. They all have stars. All of these have stars in them. It's a card of faith. It's a card of patience. Nobody ever wants to hear that. I say that a lot in these readings. But it is a card of patience. It's a card of grace as well. External influence. We have the world, the brand new world, your world that you are creating. It is a closure. It is the final deck or the final card in the tarot, as I should say. The next card after that is the Fool. So if you are looking for a reinvention, that's a great opportunity to start that. Hopes and fears. Page of Clubs. Excitement. I call him my happy hippie, my wanderer. He is a bringer of news, a bringer of information. He is a bit distracted. He's always looking for something new. He's always looking for a new adventure. He's always looking for new inspiration. He can get a little sidetracked, or a lot sidetracked. So you want to bear that in mind. With new opportunities come a bit of confusion of what your priorities and what your landscape will look like. Overall outcome. Page of Coins. Solid. Studious. A card of education. So if you're starting something new, make a plan. Learn as much as you can about that company, that new town, that new apartment building. Please, if you're physically moving house, talk to the other tenants. Keep your options open. Get as much education as you can before you make that commitment. I know this guy kind of just wants to get in and get set up. But again, we have this moon in the back. This check your resources, check your references, make sure everything is in place, especially if we have these contracts here. If something's not working out, and this is a card of emotion, make sure that you're using your head before you start your own planet, Aquarius. I notice all of the stars, so you might be just kind of happy and, and just kind of wanting to get started. But I don't see any sunlight, although stars are suns. The sun is a star. Just make sure that you have everything in place before you make that leap. Whatever it is, that person, that job. I'm getting the feeling that it is maybe a move or a job. Just make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. I will see you there. Bye, family.